Welcome all, karibuni sana. Just feel welcome. Karibuni, welcome. We talk. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation this morning, this evening. Oh, this morning, still not evening. This morning. Let's have a conversation on the ongoing process that is proceeding. I've put a thumbnail there so you can understand easily chenye nataka kuongelelea, what I want to speak much, and what the topic of the day. You just feel welcome, and I just said just a few hours. I just feel like to chew what is proceeding, or what is growing, or what is proceeding there back in Kenya at KICC over the recruitment that is going on. Today is on Tuesday, and I have said let's not trust this man called Alfred mutua fully. Let's have hope, but not that trust. Because if you listen to this guy when he went to the interview at Citizen TV, the conversation that he gave to the people, or he was asked question concerning the company that that company that is recruiting all those workers. You can know that the guy was not much straight, and he was like not sure of the word. Have you ever asked someone a question? He is not sure, and maybe he was not expecting such a question. You know, if you go through a tunnel and you don't know the exit very clearly, I'm sure in the middle you shall be confused. In the middle, there will be no light, you know. I'm not saying the job is scam. I'm not saying that the job is not worthy. I'm not saying that if you got there, I'm not trying to discourage you. What I can just say, I just have hope, but not that much trust. Because the guy didn't, or the minister didn't say the company very clear. Actually, he was asked, are you sure what is the name of the company that is employing all these workers? Sorry. He said that the company is involved in the Middle East. The whole of Middle East, from Liberia all through Qatar, whatever, but basically is in Qatar. Right now, as we speak, we are here, and so many people are here. But which is that company in Qatar that involve other countries in the Middle East? And the guy is not he's not sure about it. By the way, if he was sure about the question he was asked concerning the name of the company, if he was transparency, why do you have to hide? Even though most of the companies, you know, they recruit without even naming their name, or some of agencies they use without their name, but find that if you go, or if you apply a job without the company's name, without the name of the company, even in you yourself, you are not in a good safe. You are not in a good state. You are not safe at all. You are not really safe. You are not really safe because you might you might apply the job. You are not sure the company. So when you want to come, you will come alone. I hope someone's got get it clear that you will come alone and you will run here alone, not with him, not with the CS, not with the agency. And that's why you find most of the people when they came here or they come here, they get stranded if they are not sure with the company. Or even though there are those people who have a two-side communication. Someone maybe come and pick you on this side the first time and he disappear. He just show you maybe a blank accommodation and maybe disappear. I'm not to that point. I'm to this point of why are you not saying the name of the company? Because there are those people who are here and they have their relatives who are applying the same job back in Kenya. And they want to know, which is that company that is employing all those people. By the way, many people have given up with the government of Kenya because they are very full of lies. Full of lies. Full of lies. I'm not saying the process won't go clearly. I'm not saying that the process will not proceed clearly. But why don't you give the flank really? Because you are the CS. You are not the. If it was someone else who was invited in that interview, and then he answered the question the way you answered, we could have understand. But you are the CS, Alfred Mutua. Why didn't you give the name of the company? Which is that company that I'm not saying it is not there, and I'm not saying that the company is not even involving or involved in the whole of the Middle East. I'm not saying so because even me, I'm not sure. But people get information or people follow what you say, and people buys the idea according to how you state. When someone starts doubting you, he is doubting because of what you are talking about. Number one, you're not clear. Number two, you are not sure. Number three, you are repeating yourself. Your content is not even adding up. I wish my brothers and sisters will come and by God's grace, they will fall in a safe heart and things will be transparency. Let's hope that the process will be very, very transparency because I believe there is no big challenge than reaching here and you get started when you are here. Better you get started back to your country than get started or get stranded when you are here. You are the new person. You have no friends. You have maybe no relatives. Take an example of this person who have no relatives, who have no friend here. It is or her first time to be here. Then you reach here and you find that the company that you are told is not there. You have paid your ticket, you have paid your money for medical. No one is to pick you, no one is to help you unless those people who are back to your country. How I wish the government could be very transparent. And Alfred Mutua, if you could be transparent about the company, about the organization, about whatever the organization is involved or the company involved in the recruitment, then people could have full confidence. Because that now you left many people in dilemma, you know? You left many people in the dilemma. They are not sure where to go or to apply, to proceed with the process or not to proceed with the process, to give up on the way or to proceed, especially for the newcomers. Those people maybe who have been here before, they can really relate somehow. But for the few people, for the new members, for those new recruiters or the recruitee, it might be not easy for them. It might cost them somehow. It might not be really good. It might not give a good picture. You know, those people still in the darkness. It's only that they cannot speak. You know, if maybe you have no way of maybe, you know, you don't know where to start, you don't know where to end. Sometimes you're not sure. Then even asking questions, it's become tough. But I wish, even before they come out, if you are the recruitee, if you have a brother or your sister who is there or who applied that job in KICC, ask him before he leaves Kenya, can he get a confirmation of the organization or the company that is recruiting? Because you can come without the sure details of the organization. You know, by the way, those people even who go to get we find that they are refugee or something of the case. Here I'm not sure. Here you cannot be a refugee, not like Australia, not like Canada, not like UK, not like USA. You know, those countries you can rely on and say, if I go there, I can feel asylum and then I become a refugee. I'm not saying this one will happen. I'm not saying this one, get me clearly. The point is why he didn't name the name of the company. Now this is what I've brought all this content here. This is not the place, or Middle East is not the place that you can feel asylum. You feel asylum here? That you are a refugee? No, here they cannot entertain that. They don't even entertain even a single. If they find you, you are not in the best in the place where you needed to be, it's a direct deportation. And many people fear to go back. Actually, you can understand the situation in Kenya, back in Kenya, and then you learn here, and somebody tell you you will go back to your country. No, even people tend to run away. You escape. You go and look other jobs. And you know, might not really end up. This is not the place that you can feel asylum and be a refugee, and maybe you sleep in the street. You cannot sleep in the street here, my friend. I don't know how you can sleep in the street. I know maybe there are those 2 or 3 people, but it's a rare case. Can the government come up again? Can Alfred Mutua come up again in the media? Can you be transparency with the people who are applying this job? Can you be transparency again? Can you Can you come up again? Can you make this clear to those people so that they remove their doubts in your mind? Or the offer letter is already written, the organization of the company. We have no clue. If it is written in the offer letter, then check clearly and confirm from your Google search. Search those organizations whether they are true or they exist. Some of them, they don't exist. Check very clearly if you are the recruitee, if you are the member, if you have a friend, if you know this information. And if you can share this information as far as possible, do it. I'm not here to put someone down. I'm not here to put, like, you are talking because you are there. No. In fact, my last 2 videos or 3 videos I've made on maybe people I've been talking about, may people come out and go for that recruitment, only to find that someone who is involved in all this, he cannot even explain. Why are you calling people and you're not able to explain? That is the government that we have. Yeah? You are being you are being asked to answer question A, you are running to question C. That is the government that is there, trying to involve the citizen or the member of Republic of Kenya to something that cannot be helpful. We were not expecting a CS to fail to answer such a question and to go rounding. When you're asking someone a question, a brief question, a specific question, why are you rounding around the question? Why are you not answering the question that carry the whole content? Because that question missed and it carries 75% of the question. If around the other departments of the work that the company is offering, whether the constructions, whether the laborer, whether all those, they are not much important, because you can come and adjust. Working with other organizations or working with other departments, you can be a driver and come work as a security. You can be a security and come work as a driver. You can be a driver and come work as a construction worker. That one has no problem. That one has no problem. The problem is this organization. Is it okay? Is it working? Which is this company? That question carried a lot of marks, and this guy didn't know that question carried a lot of marks, and people expected to have already full information on that question. That still creates doubts, that still that person cannot explain further to his people who have given him the work. CS, you have been employed by those people. Those are the people who are giving you the work there. And you do. We believe, we don't doubt much on you. What we doubt is what you didn't clarify clearly. The organization, I'm not here to say that you're always a liar, but that question that is much concerned with this state, there is a time when you bring jokes, there's a time that you don't bring jokes, especially at this season, joking with something like working. And it's not Kenya. Kenya, you can be conned. You can go to Madeira and maybe you get conned from there. You can go back to your home place very easy, because you can borrow fare, which might not exceed even 1,000. And people are get conned. Come, I have a job here. Yeah, you go all there, maybe from Kisumu to Mombasa, and then you come back. Maybe the job was not there, but you cannot feel pain. much pain as you compare to the outside the country. Because outside the country, the ticket is much as expensive as 70,000. Telling the family to raise such amount of money, either way to go back or to do so, it will be costly. What I believe and I pray that may this government, may this CS, may he come and give a full information. Even though maybe he escaped that question, may the operator have the information about the company. And I talk about the information on concerning the company, because all the information must be included in the offer letter. You read it clearly, you understand clearly, then from there you come and explain. The people then they can have a research whether that the company still exists or it doesn't. If it doesn't, then they can know where to do. If it is existing, then well and good, and we wish all the best. And in fact, we need more to come and join us. I won't talk much about this government because many people have given up with this government, and people have involved now in their workplace on their own, their own activities. Because where you find the government has to put arm to help, absolutely number one, it's either it's face. Number two, it's either it's conning. Number three, it's either it's faking. Imagine the whole government is faking things. If the government can fake a project, if the government can fake a deal, if a government can fake any planned project, any planned deal, any plan, if the government itself can fake, then we must be living in a rotten, and you could have seen, and you can see, sorry, that the government, most of the projects, they are not really helping. Look at the President Ruto, what he is doing. Exchanging, I'm not here to talk about the government, but I want to bring this point. And he is not here to finish the project that, it's like competing. He could be busy finishing the project that were done before he bring the new one. Telling people to move from NHIF to SHA, and you have not given public participation. These are the people who normally pays the bill. If you're not giving the public participation on and to chew on the benefits of SHA, you're just saying the benefits on a mouth when explaining, and you are the biggest campaigner, then it must be helping you. If you are campaigning a lot on SHA, then this one deal must be for you. You alone. Because if NHIF could have done something, if NHIF failed something, if NHIF failed somewhere, the issue is not bringing another strategy. The issue is to know where the weakness is and to know where things will be. You are the chief campaigner of SHA, and the problem with the government of Kenya, you are ruling with the chest, you are ruling with the, with the gun, you are ruling with the killing, you are ruling with the, like, see, a small decision costed the life of Gen Z. Decision of saying just to pass financial bill. And MP, you are those people who pass this financial bill. They are the one most involved in the bloodshed of the silence one. All those people who died during finance bill, their blood is involved in, and those maybe who supposed to even to be demanded this are those people who tick yes to finance bill. The government is not thinking anymore about its people. They are thinking about being corrupt, swiping up all the money to their bank, and leaving the country jobless as it is. I know there is that problem of unemployment, and exporting laborers outside the country is not a solution. Will not help. See, the way Ruto said that those people going outside the country will help the country to bring dollars, so that those dollars, they do what? You eat those dollars. They pay tax, they bring dollars, so that you can take those dollars to your pocket, you and the government involved. Because your country is very much poor, it cannot create an employment. You are very much busy bringing things that involve you, not the things that help you. That's why even the people that you are giving the CS or the departments cannot explain further their work clearly. How a CS fully bring all that idea of a company, and you don't know the name of the company? Have you said that you have been speaking with the CA, with the manager of the company, and he has told you he needs many people? Which company? Unatuonanga sana, I don't want to speak much, but in this case, I just decided to speak on this one, to know that there is something that is surrounding that is not really clear somewhere. There is spots of darkness somewhere, and this one might bring something which is not transparency, and might cost some people. We hope that the process will proceed very clearly, and we believe that it will not take long, because I believe if things is not transparency, you can wait, my friend. You wait until you get another job. Have you ever waited something for long? And because there is no straight thing in it, every time you keep on asking, every calling agency, for those people who are coming from far, they end up losing money, sacrifice, and time. How I wish things will be smooth, and we pray that things will be smooth and transparency. And we believe that the government will be able to explain further the company needs. Middle East is very big, and maybe what we pray is that we don't need people to come and get stranded here. I'm not campaigning anyone. I'm not against anyone. I was against the point of not explaining the company. Period. My point. I am not against anyone. I'm not saying people should not come. Actually, they should come, and they come more. I am not against CS. I'm against the point of not explaining the name of the company. I'm against of him not being transparency. On the interview, national interview, sure. And you fail the transparency. You fail to be open. You fail to be true. You fail to be on point. You skip the question because you knew people will definitely do a research immediately, and they could have given you the result even before you finish up that interview. On Twitch and X Space and whatever, people could have done research immediately, and before you finish up that interview, people could have done a lot of researches, and they could have given you the results when you are seated on that interview. Even before you quit, even before you finish up a cup of grass or a cup of water or the glass of water. Because people now, they have come to realize that they are conned through deals, they are conned through, and many people, when you are so separate, when you are desperate, when you maybe you have, you haven't have a job for a long time, you have been trying east, west, and center, and things are not really adding up. It puts you in mess. It puts you in a messy. Why lie? Why lie? Let's hope things will be fine. Let's hope things will be good. Let's hope that. And we pray for those gentlemen and all those ladies, those men who feed up that process, and the job will get. They shall get the job. They shall get that opportunity, and they shall hold whatever they desired to. Meanwhile, do research more on the company and the organization, because it's not the first time people have been conned. It's not the first time people have been failed by the government. So don't say that because it's government, it cannot face you. It can face you if one side of the government is not transparency. If one side of the government is not okay. And especially on our side, that's one we believe. I am sure this side of the government, they can say something and they have to do it on point. And it cannot fail. The government of Qatar, the government of Middle East, wherever it is, cannot fail you fully as compared to the government of Kenya, which people have given up. Even me, I cannot fear to say this. I can say it clearly. The government of Kenya, you cannot trust anymore. Why we are lying? Why are you lying? We are not lying. We are saying the truth. Do you have to lie? The fruit or the tree is judged by the fruit is giving. If the tree is giving bitter tree, then we have to judge the whole tree. In the Bible, there is this story of the tree that never bear any fruit. And the owner of the tree decided the tree has been here for a long time and it's very huge, has no fruit. I don't see the value of this tree. I don't see the value of this, And he decided to cut it off and put fire on it. The same people, the same thing, the people of Kenya have given up on this government. Nothing they say, especially the government that just joined the other day, it's really true. They say something, at the end of the day, it might be fake, big deal, done deal, do kina ndani na the other fake news. May this information go and spread very clearly, that those people, may God help them a lot, May they fall in a good hand. If CS cannot explain, then may the research be done before they leave, before they board a plane, before even the process proceed. Nothing hard like if you don't trust the you know, the company and the one involved in the deal. I was here just to speak about that, and I believe that is what I felt to talk. And Kenyans were not expecting all those, you know, naming of the companies or the naming of the countries that involved in this. People were there to wait to hear the name of the company. It was very much important, even though what you didn't, you give all the content and the context, but what was much important is what you said is relating with what people were expecting. No way the whole CS can be on this big media and big show and fail to explain the company that is recruiting. Alfred Mutua, you fail to explain the company that is recruiting. Then you are lying to your people. You are the direct image of the government. You are the direct image of the government. Now, if your government is very clear, then you could be clear on your points. Stop narrating stories. Stop explaining too much. You didn't even there to, you are not there to explain too much. You are there to be brief. I just feel to spoke this one. Because I've met the clips in the TikTok. They are there, imitating of what you are saying. You and Motise, same. You being asked about this one, you are saying you don't know. What's wrong with you guys? Huh? You are there very busy impeaching someone, and whatever you are impeaching of, you are not sure. You are signing whatever you don't know. When it's reached in the day of judgment, you cannot answer whatever you said. What's wrong with you guys? What's wrong with the government? You are there to explain the company and the roles. You cannot name the company. Rounding. What's wrong with you? The big CS. Look, your friend Motise. Ama Motuse, ama whoever. Why not explaining what you are supposed to explain? I'm not to that point. Let's mark the end. But we pray that our brothers and sisters, they shall fall in a good hand. I'm not here to emphasize. I'm not here to, you know, I'm not here to fight someone. I'm here to talk the truth. I'm not here to, you know, hope someone can understand what I'm trying to mean. Don't con people. Don't, you know, give false information with the name of job and the government. You know, people, when they hear the government, they have a small trust, not like the agency. If it was agency, people could have quoted a lot. But when they hear it's government, then their hearts, it's like, you know, they are on a safe side. But then, where they are going on a safe side, the guy who is involved there cannot explain. When you hear the government is employing, what comes in your heart, what comes in your mind? That one might be a very true job, might be a very good process, which might be true as you compare like the agency is the one involved. You explain much about the people, how they came dressed. We have no problem with that one. Yeah. But truly, you can understand even the Kenya, the people are. They can, hiring suits and all those. Yes, it's true. But I can explain to you that most of the companies that we normally work here, or those people who have done many interviews, not all of them, they have worn suits. I mean, suit must be, and it might be a compliance, but many interview people have done, many people, especially here in the Gulf countries, they have not wear suit. I know many people have done the interview. Most of the time, suits are being worn when you are making a CV. There is that a specific CV that you are making. That's when maybe you are being emphasized to wear a suit. I'm not saying that some of the companies, they don't need suits, or they don't need maybe you to be groomed. Doesn't mean that they don't need to be groomed. You explained very clearly. That point I have not way to reject about it. About maybe being groomed and that one. That one is personal. Someone know you are coming for interview, then you should be very smart and groomed. It's true. But you are emphasizing on that much rather than answering the question that is needed. I would not talk about this one. What I wish is all the best for the recruiters. And I felt just to speak that way because I feel like it's a burden for me. Even though I've been telling people to go and maybe try that opportunity, I felt for me it's a burden. Why not I go and explain? See you in the next.